again, I don't, as you see, this is not, pointing fingers at people who, on one side or the other, the immigration issue. I think it's trying to say we still have a problem in the way our current system is, and to see if these indeed are ideas and things that we as Christians need to do if we indeed are going to honor God's command to love all of the creatures of the world. And I think that's something that we found a couple of interesting things. One, those of you here the first week may recall that I said that the largest influx of Christians in the United States today is coming from international population. As the Presbyterian Church has had losses in membership, a number of other churches, particularly some of the evangelical churches and others, have continued to increase in the number of Christians or number of people being converted to Christianity when they see what's happening here in the United States. So as you go back and look at a specific congregation, the very interesting thing that we found, that very end that you saw with the two ministers and the other families there, we found that the congregation that was filmed from, the guy that had the flowers and that type of thing, was either North or South Carolina, but the large congregation that is working to, this is not sanctuary city, it's not anything else, it's immigrants into the United States who may be on green card, maybe on other things like that, but you know where the congregation is? Spartanburg, South Carolina. What you saw was two ministers from Spartanburg. We didn't know that when we got into this particular study at all. And it's got, I'm trying to remember the name. Do you remember, Aaron?
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah. I would be interested in maybe seeing that congregation, see what's happening there, because they evidently are trying to welcome the stranger in their midst, as I said, we sang as a monthly hymn. Next Sunday, we will have a real treat in seeing that we believe it's all worked out. Now, I've talked back and forth with Reverend Savon, who is the first, I think I've mentioned him several times, the minister that we met when we were members at John Knox, when they came, he and his family came in, the first family, coming in from now Myanmar, which was Burma, because of the political situation, because of the number of basically war that was going on there. They're now, I understand he can tell us exactly. I'm hoping maybe his daughter, who is a sophomore, junior at PC, will also be there. That's been, how long ago, John? Probably 8 or 10 years. We started by, everybody in our church just started finding mattresses and dressers and stuff, and there must have been 10 or 15 in one house as they began to come over, all legally coming to the United States. There are now somewhat, I believe, over 100 that are meeting in the Chin church. They use what was the original sanctuary at John Knox is now the chapel, and what we have, they have two services. The morning, first chapel, 8:30 services there, and then the Chin church meets in the afternoon. But he was a Presbyterian minister, and there from some of our early mission work that would have led that. Very soft-spoken, so those of us that are deaf, you really have to sit on the edge of your chair, because he doesn't have a loud voice, but he is very sincere, and like I say, I hope his daughters come as well. They are he speaks English and understands it and is working with that congregation. But his daughters, typical teenagers, they come in and, within 2 months, they were speaking more fluent English than I was, just by studying it themselves. So hopefully we'll have a unique experience in seeing, not just on the screen, but in person, what way our immigration system worked. And these were people who were being killed and shot and jailed and everything else in Burma, who had very good businesses, like the couple from South Africa there. I think that will be an exciting experience for us, and I think he may even participate in our morning service with Aaron. But that's been such a wonderful ministry for our Presbyterian, for John Knox and Philippines. Let's close with prayer. Our gracious Heavenly Father, you have told us to welcome the stranger. We forget sometimes that we indeed were strangers some 300 years ago as our families came to this country. We have, in many cases, welcomed so many people here. We ask that you will continue to help us, our government, and others as we review the immigration situation that we face, that we welcome these people, particularly those who are coming in and are joining churches and finding you as their Savior as well. We give you thanks for that. Be with us now as we go into our morning service. Bless us and keep us. Give us excitement as we gather with our families over Thanksgiving. In Christ's name, amen.